as we approach Christmas and as we close out the year 2025, I just wanted to take a moment not to talk about my life or games or the future as is very common on this channel, as you all know, but to talk about something entirely different. Something that happened little over 100 years ago, and it happened in December of 1914. This year marks the 111th anniversary of it. And because during World War I, which was one of the most brutal conflicts humanity had ever fought and ever seen, something very unexpected happened. And it was on Christmas Eve that soldiers on opposite sides of the battlefield, they stopped fighting. And of course they were enemies by uniform and strangers by language, told they were supposed to hate each other by their superiors, and yet they still laid down their weapons. They still did. They sang songs and Christmas carols across the trenches. They exchanged small gifts. They even spoke. They laughed. Heck, they even drank alcohol. And some even played football, which is, for those of you who live in the United States, it's called soccer, in no man's land. And this became known as the Christmas Truce, as is commonly known today. And what's so important about it for us? Well, it isn't that it ended the war, because let me tell you one thing, it didn't, and we all know that it didn't. But what matters is that it proves something to us, even today in the 21st century, a little over 100 years later. And with the world that we live in, it proved that even in the middle of unimaginable violence, ordinary people, even soldiers, can still recognize each other as human beings. Not enemies, not symbols, not targets, just people. And I think about that a lot today, and especially in a world that feels very constantly divided. Even down at the family level, we are divided politically, culturally, and ideologically. And we are encouraged to label each other, to simplify one another, and to forget that there's a human being on the other side of the screen, or when you're talking face to face with somebody. But the Christmas Truce of December 1914 reminds us that hatred isn't natural. It's taught, it's reinforced, and it's maintained by systems far removed from the people who suffer because of it. And peace, on the other hand, begins quietly, with empathy, with restraint, and with a choice. And no, I'm not saying that the world can be fixed overnight. And I am saying this though. Even if peace was possible, even for a single night or even for 24 hours in the trenches of World War I, then it is possible today in our conversations, in our homes, and how we treat strangers. And as 2025 comes to a close, let this to be a reminder to all of us, not of perfection, just of possibility. Like a reminder that kindness is not weakness, that empathy is not naive, that choosing humanity matters more than anything, even when it's difficult. So let this be a reminder to you that wherever you are in the world, whatever it is you believe, whatever worldview you have, whoever you are, I hope that this Christmas season gives you a moment of peace. But not only that, but I hope that this Christmas season, as we head into 2026, that it gives you a moment to reflect and maybe a moment to see someone else as human again. Instead of identifying them politically, religiously, whatever. But I want to thank you all for being here, and thank you for walking through life with me. And from Life with Eden, Merry Christmas, and I will catch you all next year in 2026. Cheers.